Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we are talking some sports, we're talking some NBA. There's been a lot of NBA news this weekend, and it's being overshadowed by Love Island. So I just wanted to talk about a few things. So first and foremost, there was like a Fanatics type of weekend where LeBron had like his live barbershop set up and invited CENAT on the panel because like Tom Brady and stuff was there. So I thought that was pretty cool. CENAT got to meet LeBron, and he also had a couple of his friends there as well. A couple of his people there, like Tylil and other people who are like huge LeBron fans. CENAT was like telling LeBron to never retire and all this and that. However, eventually people have to retire. Like, you know, Father Time is undefeated, you guys. The other big news was Kevin Durant at this same Fanatics weekend yesterday, ahead of the Game 7 of the NBA Finals, was announced that he was traded to the Houston Rockets for like 8 players. What? But he is the third. So the irony of this is Kevin Durant's original career after he played in Seattle and when they moved to OKC, him, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden were the big three of the Thunder, right? And was really a championship caliber team, right? But nonetheless, they all have now been on the Houston Rockets. Now, they've all been officially traded to the Houston Rockets, but a part of what made the Houston Rockets so special this season was their youth. Their youth and what their team was compromised of. So I don't know what this is going to look like as the season progresses, if they're still going to be a contender or not, or if they're just going to be a play-in team. So I feel like with Kevin Durant, I don't know what he's searching for. A lot of people, like, here's the thing, he's going to make the Hall of Fame no matter what, because ultimately he'll make the Hall of Fame, right? But I feel like he's doing a lot of ring chasing, which is unnecessary. And I bring this up because LeBron has brought this up. LeBron is saying now that he doesn't understand why the people are doing so much ring chasing. And I need to break this down in a separate video. But it's ironic because LeBron left the Cleveland Cavaliers and did his press conference saying that he was going to take his talents to South Beach because of the simple fact that he wanted a ring. He wanted to win a championship ring. And part of this, you could maybe blame the media, right? They were doing the Jordan comparisons, right? They were doing the Michael Jordan comparisons, and they would say Michael Jordan is 6-0 in the NBA Finals. He has 6 championship rings. Nobody's touching Michael Jordan unless you can win 6 championships, right? So LeBron goes to Miami. They have a pep rally, and it's LeBron at the pep rally that's like, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7. I was like, wow, like this is going to backfire. But nonetheless, he came out with 2 championship rings on the Miami Heat, and he came back to Cleveland as well to bring Cleveland Cavaliers their first championship in 2016. He then from there went to the Lakers, and they won the bubble championship, which for some reason Alex Caruso is throwing shade about now and saying that this is a real championship. And I was like, okay, Lakers fans, where are you? But nonetheless, I feel like LeBron is saying now that people shouldn't ring chase is because I think he's at the end of his career, obviously. He realizes it is a lot harder to win these championships, and it's less likely he is going to get that fifth and sixth NBA championship that could at least tie Jordan, right? So now he's saying that the rings don't matter, but look at all my other stats. Look at how I'm the number one, all-time scorer. I have all these other stats. I have all these other accolades. So rings don't matter. And I don't understand why people do this. Like, as if we don't have receipts on your previous comments, right? As if we don't have proof of the things that you previously said, right? So, I just find that, pretty interesting, when it's all said and done, like just how people want to switch up when it's no longer a benefit. And a lot of celebrities do this, right? A lot of celebrities do this. They make all these promises, they make all these predictions earlier in their career, and then they want to change the narrative. Like, this happens all the time in music, especially when they want to like throw shade, like who's had the number one album or who has had the most album sales, or I'm not just a singles artist or whatever else, trying to throw shade at people who have successful with singles, or I'm not just a streaming artist. But then you fast forward to 2025 and now you're like, singles don't matter, albums don't matter, it's all about the touring, and da 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 da. But it's like, you put that energy out there early on to separate yourself from other artists, and this is no different than what LeBron's doing, right? He wanted to separate himself from other athletes, which I have no problem with, but don't do the reneging. Like this isn't spades, right? Don't renege on us and try to play in our face, right? Like the reason you left Cleveland was because you felt that the roster around you was not built for a championship, was not built for you to win anything. So that is why you left. And you left to go ring chasing. And as a result, there's been several NBA players, in particular Kevin Durant, who is also doing ring chasing. And should have just stayed at OKC when it was all said and done, because you're going on how many teams now, right? Like you've been to Brooklyn, you've been to Phoenix, you've been to Golden State, and of course you were originally in OKC, you were originally in Seattle, and now you are on the Houston Rockets. Like make it make sense. So I hope it works out for him, but you're also heading towards the end of your career too, and you're not the same player. You're not in your prime anymore. So this will be interesting. But nonetheless, the other piece I want to talk about is the NBA Finals. The NBA Finals, we got to a Game 7, y'all. And, I was, it's like there was buzz, but there wasn't buzz, because I just feel like, unfortunately, the ratings don't go high when they're small market teams. And it actually was a good NBA final series. There were a couple blowouts or whatever, but overall it was a good final series. It was competitive. It was all of the things, right? However, because LeBron's not there, because you're not hearing Steph Curry's there and all these other people, people don't tune in, right? But it had a lot of pizzazz. Unfortunately, Tyrese Halliburton of the Pacers went down with an Achilles injury, and it came out a couple games prior that he had sustained a calf injury. He said that he wouldn't regret anything. He wouldn't have sat out or whatever else, but unfortunately, he's going to be out for a while with the Achilles. And what's unfortunate with this as well is Damian Lillard went out with Achilles in the NBA playoffs, as well as Jason Tatum of the Boston Celtics. So just very severe injuries that are going to impact a lot of these teams moving forward. But still, with that being said, it doesn't take away from OKC winning their first NBA championship. I personally think that OKC could have won this championship sooner in the series, meaning that this didn't have to go 7. However, I just think that they got lazy in a couple of games. I think they got lazy a couple of games because I feel like Game 1 was a very winnable game. I think they took their foot off the gas. And I feel like on another game as well, they took their foot off their gas and just wasn't taking the Pacers seriously. And the thing with the Pacers is, like, you never count them out. Like that was why they were able to beat so many teams in the Eastern Conference, because people wrote them off. People didn't take them seriously. And, you know, and as a result, they were the ones that ended up getting bounced from the playoffs. But I feel like OKC could have won this in 5 or 6 games had they been focused, had they been on their job. But, you know, the good thing about them is they never have lost a back-to-back in these playoffs. So they've been able to bounce back and rectify whatever mistakes they've previously made and everything else. And they were probably banking on the home crowd and everything else, you know, to get people going, to get some of the reserves going and all of that good stuff. So nonetheless, they come away. They are the champions. They won the first ever title for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Congratulations to them. SGA was the MVP, so I think this is the first time in a while where the person who won the lead scorer, and the scoring title, also won the league MVP and also wins the NBA Finals MVP in the same season. SGA gets to add himself to a list of other, you know, some pretty cool company in that regard. But yeah, the finals are over. And we're like a week away from free agency. We are a week away from free agency, so that could be really crazy as well. But a lot to react to. So I want to know, sports fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think of LeBron at this Fanatics thing, meeting CENAT and everything else? What do you think of his comments about, you know, rings? Like, people should stop ring chasing and everything else, even though he kind of started it. What do you think of Kevin Durant being traded to the Houston Rockets? What do you think of that? Do you think it's going to work out? What do you think? Do you think that the Rockets got fleeced? Like make it make sense. What do you think of the NBA Finals? Did you watch the NBA Finals? What do you think of OKC winning? Pacers fans, Indiana Pacers fans, what do you guys think of Tyrese Halliburton going down? What do you guys think of the series overall? I am inclined to hear what your guys' thoughts are in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post the content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.